What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is going to be a comparison of two lavalier microphones. I always use this microphone. You probably see it clipped to me if you watch my videos a lot. I have it on both of my cameras that I use. I use this on my Panasonic GH5. It's plugged directly into it. And I use it on my Sony ZV-1 as well. Again, it's plugged directly into that microphone. I love this microphone. It's like a, depending upon where you buy it, maybe $20, $30 microphone when it comes down to it. Very inexpensive, but I actually love the sound of it. It's really, really good. I guess they've retired it since then, so it is a little bit hard to buy. You can still buy it, but it's like 40 bucks. You end up importing it from Japan. Maybe you can find it somewhere cheaper, but still, it's kind of been retired and has been replaced by this one, which is the Sony EC-MC LV1, which is 30 bucks. And I don't have that microphone, so it's not a comparison to this one, but I've watched a couple of videos and this one sounds quite similar to that one I just showed you a second ago, which is the Sony EC-MLV1. They sound very similar. So I want to compare this favorite microphone that I have versus this one. Now, Rode sent me this one. This is the Lavalier Go. Like I said, this is like a $30 microphone. This is an $80 microphone. So we're going to see, is it really worth it to get this one over maybe one of these Sony ones? And I'll link all three microphones down below. And I've been using this microphone pretty much since I started doing YouTube, which was like 6 years ago. So I've been using this microphone forever. So with that said, because you've been hearing this microphone, let's now switch over, same camera, same everything, except just a different microphone, to the Rode Lavalier Go. So I now have the Rode Lavalier Go attached to me right now. And one thing to keep in mind is that when you get either one of these microphones, the Sony one or this one, they're extremely short. You probably can't tell. This is probably like, I don't know, it might be 3 feet, but it's really short, especially if you're a little bit far away from the microphone. You probably want to buy an extension. I'll link one down below that I use, so that way if you need to be further away from the microphone, just a little more comfort in that, it'll work for you in that regard. So this is what this one sounds like. It's 80 bucks. I didn't change anything else. All I did is just plug this microphone directly, basically into the camera, same way I had the Sony one. And I'm gonna be curious, because I'll be honest with you, I haven't listened to these side by side yet. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna turn the camera off, edit my video just really quick with both of those video clips, not change anything about the audio, and I'll let you know which one I think sounds better. All right, guys, so after listening to both of those clips where I talked for about a minute on each of the microphones, the Sony EC-MC-S3 and the Lavalier Go from Rode, first of all, this is not a huge difference. Like, if I just had those microphones being used in the same video and I didn't mention that I switched microphones, I would guess that most people wouldn't even notice that much of a difference if they didn't see the color of the microphone or like see the microphone at all. I just don't think they would notice. But when I listen to them side by side, for me, they both sound good. They're both passable, great microphones that you could use in your videos. But for me, I would choose the Sony one, because the Sony one to me sounds a little bit more livelier, a little bit more playful, a little bit brighter, whereas the Rode one sounds a little more dull, and maybe that's the sound you want. It's going to be a preference thing, because both of them amplification wise are almost exactly the same based off when I look at the WAV files on my video editing and just the sound of them both. So when it comes down to it, for me, price is always a big thing, and there not really being much of a difference in me actually liking the Sony sound just slightly better preference wise. I would choose the Sony one because of that. But again, both of them are really great. Both of them are going to work pretty much in the same overall, standard of the way you would use it. So if you're looking for a microphone for your camera setup, these are great microphones to choose from. The Sony ones are about 30. The Rode one is about 80, which is a pretty big price difference. And I don't know if at 80 bucks it really warrants the price, even though I will say that the Rode microphone, and I don't know about the Sony one, has like Kevlar has Kevlar built into the wiring here. It's built pretty well. It feels sturdy. You get a 2-year warranty. So there's really nice things about it that maybe Sony can't compete with. But in terms of sound, I'd have to personally give it to the Sony, like I said. So there you guys go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.